Hello and welcome to Cần Thơ News of Cần Thơ Radio and Television Station. Here are today's headlines. To celebrate Vietnam's 79th National Day, many young people showed their pride by changing their social media profile pictures. The Secretary of Cái Răng District Party Committee recently led a meeting to review August's political task and set the direction for September 2024. The Secretary of Ô Môn District Party Committee recently led an inspection of school preparations for the upcoming academic year. Top news today. In celebration of Vietnam's 79th National Day, hundreds of union members, youth, and young artists gather at Biden Square in Hanoi for the flag-raising ceremony and to sing the national anthem. Meanwhile, many young people expressed their pride and responsibility to the fatherland by changing their social media profile pictures.
According to the Central Committee of the Vietnam Youth Union, the Central Agency Youth Union, and the Department of External Information, Ministry of Information and Communications, the campaign's National Day, Aspiration for Power, and I Love My Fatherland, along with their respective hashtags, were launched on August 26. As of the morning of September 2nd, over 175,000 people had used the National Day frame to update their profile pictures, creating a meaningful social media trend. These campaigns will continue until September 5th. On TikTok, over 37,000 clips featuring heroic historical stories, National Day September 2nd, and President Ho Chi Minh have been posted, amassing over 400 million views.
Mr. Nguyễn Văn Sự, Secretary of Cái Răng District Party Committee, recently presided over a meeting of the District Party Committee Standing Committee to review the implementation of political tasks in August and to set the direction for September 2024. In August, the Standing Committee of the District Party Committee planned the Grassroots Party Committee Congress for 2025-2027 and reviewed personnel planning for 2025-2030 and 2026-2031. They successfully recruited 153 new party members, exceeding the target by 18%, and started construction on 10 new solidarity houses. In economic terms, industrial and handicraft production reached nearly 1,788 billion Vietnamese dong, up 25%, and total budget revenue hit over 638 billion Vietnamese dong, achieving 87% of the target. Health insurance coverage improved to nearly 91%. Secretary Nguyễn Văn Sự called for continued organizational restructuring, adherence to personnel procedures, and successful organization of the 14th session of the Cái Răng District People's Council. He emphasized accelerating site clearance, project implementation, and budget revenue while focusing on environmental cleanliness and urban beautification. Cái Răng District recently summarized the 2023-2024 school year and outlined plans and tasks for the 2024-2025 school year. In the 2023-2024 school year, the District Educational Department effectively followed directives, improving education quality. The district implemented daily 2-session kindergarten classes, organized boarding schools, achieved 100% primary and middle school enrollment, and exceeded secondary school graduation targets by 1.24%. Over 66% of students enrolled in 10th grade, and nearly 89% of schools met national standards. Universal education and illiteracy eradication programs were fully met. For the 2024-2025 school year, Cái Răng District education sector will focus on key tasks under the theme Discipline, Responsibility, Innovation, and Improving Education Quality, while promoting digital transformation and administrative reform. The sector will also emphasize inspecting and supervising emulation movements and traditional education to meet the school year's objectives. The working delegation from Ô Môn District Party Committee, headed by Mr. Nguyễn Hoàng Ba, Secretary of the District Party Committee and Chairman of Ô Môn District People's Council, recently inspected school preparations for the upcoming academic year. The delegation inspected Thời Long Secondary School, Lê Lợi Secondary School, Long Hưng Primary School, and Nguyễn Huệ Primary School. Overall, the schools in the district have effectively prepared for the new school year, They have ensured student reception, stabilized student numbers as per the city's timeline, and achieved the planned rate of students attending classes at the appropriate age. Classroom cleaning, school ground organization, and facilities and equipment for teaching and learning are all in place. Mr. Nguyễn Hoàng Ba emphasized the need for school boards to review and support students from difficult backgrounds to ensure they can attend schools. He also urged preparation for the opening ceremony on September 5th to be both grand and timely. The Association of Former Vietnamese Youth Volunteers has recently submitted a request to the Prime Minister asking for consideration of an increase in the monthly allowance for elderly youth volunteers who are lonely and homeless, as the current allowance for this group is deemed insufficient.
In 2011, the Prime Minister issued a decision granting a monthly allowance of 360,000 Vietnamese dong to youth volunteers who had completed their missions, returned to their hometowns, and could no longer work or had no support. Since 2016, this allowance has been increased to 540,000 Vietnamese dong. However, while the allowance for social protection beneficiary has been raised several times, including an adjustment in July, the allowance for former youth volunteers remained unchanged. To alleviate their difficulties, the Vietnam Association of Former Youth Volunteers has proposed that the Prime Minister increase this allowance from 540,000 Vietnamese dong to 1 million per month.
The National Assembly has enacted the Law on Road Traffic Order and Safety, which will take effect on January 1st, 2025. Among the new regulations is a rule prohibiting B1 license holders from driving cars.
According to the new regulations on driver's license classification in Clause 1, Article 57 of the 2024 Law on Road Traffic Order and Safety, B1 license holders will no longer be permitted to drive cars starting January 1st, 2025. Those who are newly issued a B1 driver's license will not be allowed to drive cars as before. Instead, a B1 license will authorize the holder to operate 3-wheel motorbikes and 2-wheel motorbikes with an engine capacity of up to 125 cubic centimeters or an electric motor capacity of up to 11 kilowatts. Therefore, beginning in 2025, anyone wishing to drive a car will need to obtain a driving license of Class B or higher.
On the afternoon of September 2nd, the Traffic Police Department reported that on the third day of the holiday, traffic police across the country dealt with nearly 4,000 cases of alcohol-related violations, an increase of 1,131 cases compared to the same day during the 2023 holiday. During the 3-day holiday, the road traffic police addressed 14,404 violations and imposed fines totaling over 30.2 billion Vietnamese dong. This represents an increase of 5,484 violations and an additional 11.1 billion Vietnamese dong in fines compared to the same period in 2023. Authorities temporarily impounded 152 cars, 4,976 motorbikes, and over 100 other vehicles, and revoked 2,520 driving licenses. Specifically, the Highway Traffic Control Patrol teams under the Traffic Police Department identified 108 violations, imposed fines of 410 million Vietnamese dong, revoked 71 driving licenses, and temporarily detained 5 vehicles. To mark National Day on September 2nd, the Department of Culture, Sports and Tourism of Cần Thơ City on the afternoon of September 2nd hosted the third round of the National Motorcycle Racing Tournament, the Caltex Javelin Cup Prix in Cần Thơ City.
Following the opening ceremony, 67 racers from 40 clubs across 11 provinces and cities, including An Giang, Bạc Liêu, Bình Dương, Đồng Nai, Hậu Giang, Kiên Giang, Long An, Trà Vinh, Vĩnh Long, Ho Chi Minh City, and the host city of Cần Thơ, began competing in the qualifying rounds across 4 categories. In each category, racers are grouped, with each group consisting of 4 competitors. They compete in a round-robin format to select the top 2 racers from each group and then advance to the quarterfinals, semifinals, and ultimately, the 4 best racers will compete in the final round for the championship cup. The tournament is held during the National Day holiday to fulfill the cultural and recreational needs of the people of Cần Thơ City and the Mekong Delta region.
Coming up next is the weather forecast. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.